Okay, good morning everybody. Day 48. It stormed last night, so there's plenty of moisture in the ground and all around me. Mosquitoes are loving it, but I'm deeded up right off the bat this morning, and so far it's pretty nice. I'm picking up from the New Jersey High Point headquarters right on the trail. I just got dropped off, and I had a delicious breakfast this morning. I could barely roll over in bed last night. I could barely sit up in bed last night because I was so sore. But I feel a lot better this morning. I'm still a little stiff, but I'm doing better. I got a good night rest, clean up some of my gear. I'm having video issues. It's eating up a lot of time on me. So a slow start to the morning, which is good because my body just needs a rest. But these videos are a little hard to keep up with. I like doing them just because I know one day I want to look back on this stuff, and so I think there's a lot of value in them. It forces me to take pictures of beautiful things, and that's not such a bad thing. And I hope my children like it, and it's entertaining for a few other people. But it is a little bit of work, and I kind of wasted a lot of time this morning just screwing around with that. iMovie is very difficult. It's good because it forces me to crunch down my videos, but it's kind of just a huge pain. It does not manage storage space well, so it's always restrictive in what you can upload. I guess I could get a better editing software. When I started all this, I thought that would be fine, and now I'm just learning that it's sort of inadequate, or I don't know, maybe it's my phone or me. I just don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, those are my trials in life. So these little tiny orange, I guess they're salamanders, are like every 20 or 30 feet along the trail. It's interesting because they were up in Connecticut, and then they just stopped like all the way through New York, and New York had millipedes about the same frequency. But these guys, I swear, if you put like an orange rifle or like an orange backpack, and a radio in his hand and got him to stand up, they would look exactly like all those little green army men that every boy plays with. And it's really interesting because you never see more than one. So I guess they all have sort of their own little territory. Like in another 20 or 30 feet, I'll probably come across another one. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. There one is right on cue. Like this is his area. And I wasn't gonna bother to film them but they're kind of, look, here's another one. Oh, he's gonna move for you. Usually they don't move. They don't move at all. They'll just stay there still as can be, which is also interesting because you can see how orange they are. I don't know if predators can't really see orange, but these guys are moving because I'm getting too close to them, I guess. But usually they just stay dead still, and I'm always worried I'm gonna step on them because they just don't move. But it is really interesting, like just how the different like species have their own territory. And I don't know what orange does for them. Like I would think predators could just scoop them right up, but they're right out here in the open on the trail, orange and easy to see. Well, I'm about, I don't know, 7 miles into my hike for the day, and I don't even know what this thing is, but it looks cool, so I figure I'd take a shot of it. I got a new friend, DoubeTime is behind me. But hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Look at these cute doggies. Yeah, nice view. Day's going good, moving along good because DoubeTime sped me up here, so my pace is much better. Okay, making real good progress. Here's the fire tower. Of course, I got to get my butt up there. Me and DoubeTime are pretty much making some double time, and he's turned me onto a deli that I think is less than 2 hours away. So there's not my next goal in life, is to get to that deli, get some good food, keep carrying all my food around that I resupplied with 3 or 4 days ago. That's okay. I just don't have to resupply. So, if you ever want to see a full cell tower, there's a good illustration. Is it locked? Nice breeze.
Nice up here.
Okay. Everything's going really well. I'm eating my my popcorn from the drive-in theater. I saved it. It's delicious. I'm loving it. And we're making really good time. DoubeTime is up here in front of me, and we're having some great conversations. So it's good because I've been so lonely the past few days, and so it's really nice for a change to have somebody to talk to. And I'll tell you what, we're not only covering some ground in on the trail, we're covering some ground on world events and solving all the problems of the world. So it's good stuff. All right, so me and DoubeTime just parted ways. He's going into a shelter for the rest of the night. It's about 4:20. He's got a buddy, Frogger, that is coming in behind him. So he's got to wait up on him anyways. I'm gonna keep hiking on, but we had a great time. We've been covering some really good ground. We ate good at the deli, and we just talked the whole time nonstop. As we covered a million different subjects and topics, but it made the day fly by, which was really nice. My plan is I got about like 18 or 19 into the day, largely because DoubeTime, man, me and him were cooking along and just talking the whole time. So the time flew, the miles flew, everything we talked about. We covered a lot of stuff. But now I can either do like 3.5, and that'll put me into a tent site, or I could do 7.5, and that'll put me into a different tent site. So I'm pretty sure I can do the 7.5 comfortably and get settled down for the night. So I think that's my plan. Okay, I think this is going to be my tent site for the evening. I don't think people normally tent here, but I think that's a potential site right here behind this tree. I just got to find the most level ground I can. Obviously, it's not here. This all slopes down. There's a spot back there I could probably maybe tie off to some rocks and stuff, but it's a pretty cool site. My gear's right there. That's another. I just don't know if there's enough space to get my tent in there, but we'll see. It's kind of an exciting evening. I'm going to work through this. There might be something down here, so I'm going to check it out, but I think it's going to be beautiful up here. I went and got water about a half mile away from here and carried it up here because there is no water up here. Okay, a beautiful evening for me. I don't know if you can see that reflection down there. It's like dead still on that. It's kind of a swampy lake, I guess, but there's definitely like an algae film on the top of it, and it's very green. but there's like a mansion built on it down there or something. And anyways, this is kind of, I've done a few things that are a little bit crazy, I guess. This is up there, I think. I'm not quite on level ground. I got my tent set up there, but and I'm not on a cliff, but it does drop off. I think I'll be fine, but I'm almost tempted to cowboy camp up here because I don't think it's going to rain or anything. That just means that you just throw your sleeping mat and quilt down, or your sleeping bag if that's what you got, and you just sleep right on the ground. I don't like to do it because of the dew, but it could be pretty cool just to. It may turn into that for me tonight if my tent isn't very comfortable. But I think I got a good setup. It's not very level, but I got it set up so that my head is high and my feet kind of go down almost. I can't get it quite to where I'll be laying like vertically, but I think I can mess around with my sleeping mat in there to make it comfortable. But it might be an interesting night. I'm not going to cook tonight, and I plan on having delicious biscuits and gravy in the morning that John Ricci brought to me. I am going to feast on that in the morning. I brought that water up just for that so that I can cook it up in the morning, and that's my plan. And I'm probably going to get going pretty early, so I'll wake up early, come out here and cook that before the sun's up probably, and should be nice. The one thing that's nice right here, there are some bugs, but there's a really good breeze right here, and so that does a lot to keep the bugs away. I'm about to put a little bit of bug spray on, I think, just to try to keep them all away. And I'm gonna get a little snack, and then I'm gonna hunker down in my tent and hope that it's secure.